Yeah. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Hope you have amazing week so far. Have very important topic today. It has been on my mind for the last 5 days. I had 3 topics to choose from, but this one is absolutely killer for me. Just sometimes you feel like you have a message, so I don't know who needs to hear it, but I guarantee you there's someone out there on the other side of the screen on the camera, someone who needs to hear this. Today we're going to talk about mental toughness. If you at any point cannot hear me, have any questions, just comment. I'll bring you on the screen. I'll try to engage with you. But first thing first, I want to guys talk about why mental health, mental toughness is important in sport, in life, and especially in business. Traditionally, we like to think that people at the top, people who made it all the way to the top of the industry, of the market, they're the hardest working guys or they're the smartest working guys. What if I tell you that working smart or working hard is not enough? Every week, what I do, for those of you who don't know, I teach business owners, I consult with the business owners. Usually I answer questions about marketing, about recruiting, about scaling their business and, hiring, firing, making tough decisions. But I see guys who are failing at this game, who are quitting and throwing towel and saying, I don't want to do this business anymore because they're not mentally tough. So my question to you is, as a mentor, answer this. Where do you draw the line? At what point you tell your student that he sucks, that he is too soft, that he is not he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing? Where do you tell a person like you don't have what it takes to be successful? It's something that gurus don't often say. Everybody wants to sell you a secret to success. Here's my secret course. Like, I'm successful. I can teach you how to be successful. I don't think you can. I know I can lift heavy weights. I know I have 500-pound deadlift, 300-pound bench press. Can I write a book and show it to you and teach you how to do that? No, the only thing I really can and should is to show you what business mental toughness really is, because that's what you need if you want to be successful. It's not about your website. It's important, but that's not what's going to make or break your business. It's not to figure out marketing or sales. It's your ability to work on what you absolutely suck. I work on my weaknesses, and for me, mental toughness, it's your ability to go to your pain cave and to do what you absolutely hate. I'll give you an example. You know what I hate? I hate freaking DMV. I hate standing in line. I hate paperwork. This folder right here, I spent 2 hours this morning registering stupid car. I hate this stuff. Nobody can do it. I cannot delegate it. And there's a fine line between delegating stuff to people who are smarter than you. For example, I'm delegating video work to video guys. I'm delegating graphic design to the best graphic designers. That's not what I'm talking about. Being mentally tough and working on your weakness, it does not mean that you have to work on something that you suck at. For example, if you're 5'2", you should not be trying to get to NBA. I mean, you just don't have what it takes to get to NBA. You can be good dribbler, you can play good, in school on your level when you were a child, but you just don't have what it takes to make it there. And there's a fine line to do what you're not born to do. Like, for example, for me, I was not born to answer phone calls or to write books. I was born for this, maybe. But the point is, I can outsource what I'm not good at. But there's a thing as a business owner that you have to face on. And here's what I see. I see it in sport, I see it at the gym, and I see it in business. Business owners simply don't have mental toughness to do what they hate to do. At the gym, I'll give you an example. At the gym, when you sign up for the gym, we think it's sexy. Right? You sign up for the gym, immediately you think you're going to be working out and you're going to look better, you're going to start losing weight. Not that fast. You probably, and some guys, that's all they do. They only work on what they're good at. Everybody wants nice chest, so every day is a chest day. Nice bicep, nice tricep. Well, if you don't work on your lower back, next time you're gonna lift a bundle of shingle, your lower back will wake up and lift your body and say, I'm done with this. You never, work on me. So as a business owner, if you neglect your financing, your numbers, because it's not your thing, you don't like it, you're just like the guy who always skip leg days. It's your body. Your business is your body. You cannot say you're not going to do cardio. You might because you hate it, but next time you have to chase someone, you're going to walk out, someone steals something from your car, you're going to try to chase him, he's going to run away, and you're going to be out of breath because you never run, or you hate treadmill or assault bike, right? So the thing is, sooner or later, you will pay the price. Here's what I see in business. I meet guys all the time who hate numbers, and we'll talk about it. Oh, numbers are not my thing. Your business needs your knowledge of your numbers. If that's your weakness, that's all you have to work on. That's maybe your pain cave. Because if you don't know your numbers, that's your leg day maybe. It's your lower back day. It's your cardio. You have to dedicate your time to it. If you don't do it, sooner or later, you'll be out of business. Another area, insurance, risk, safety, stuff like that. I see guys all the time. Like, Dmitry, I didn't have time to get 1099s or, insurance certificates for my subs. No, that's fine. But at the end of the year, you're going to get audited from your work comp, and you're going to face $80,000 bill. They're going to put you out of business, or, you cannot even file bankruptcy with some of those loans. Why? Because you did not want to deal with it. By the way, huge shout out to Josh Kortner, my insurance guy. If you guys need insurance for your business, if you need to understand how to save money on insurance, call Josh Kortner, Contractor Choice Insurance. I don't like to deal with Josh, but it's my weakness. It's a paperwork. It's not the sexy stuff. See, what we like to do is we like our biceps, our top body, right? In business, we like to wear a hat of the business owner. You open a business and you're like, I'm a business owner. It's cool. It's sexy. No, it's not. Business ownership is hard. What are you going to do when you're going to walk in and your top producer leaves the door? When your receptionist quit on you? When you're going to walk in your business and somebody just stole your trailer? When you find out that your top sales guys have been stealing from you? When 5 homeowners you served the last 3 months is not paying their bills? When your receivables are exceeding your payables? When you cannot collect $250,000 for over 30 days? That's your pain cave. What you guys going to do about it? How are you going to deal with that situation? So if you don't have mental toughness, it does not care how good your marketing is, how good your sales is, how good, you have to know your weakness. As a matter of fact, here's what I do. And I do it on a regular basis. I do it at CrossFit. I always work on my weakness. My strength is muscle ups, anything on the bar. I can do like 15, 20 muscle ups in a row. Guess what? I don't even practice it. I already have 500-pound deadlift. I don't practice it. I work on my weakness because in the month, I'm going to have competition. In the competition, I can be first in muscle ups. I can be first in deadlift. But if I'm not a runner, that's my pain cave. I'm going to die, and I'm going to be lost out of 100 guys. And at the end, it's going to cost me podium. If you want to be good at sports, you have to be good overall. But more important than anything, and you can follow, MMA, boxing. Most guys who really made it in sports, they're mentally tough. Mike Tyson was tough. If you watch Conor McGregor's latest fight, his mental game was not there. He quit. He gave up. If you don't have a mental toughness to finish workout, guess what? Business is your mental workout every day. It's not sexy. It's not easy. Working on your numbers, people will never see it. I don't care how hard. Going to GMV for 2 hours in the morning, it sucks. We all hate it, but nobody's going to do it for you. I want to show you a quick illustration here that I have for years. I don't have it. Okay. This is your business, guys. You have production, you have marketing, you have supplements, you have administration, you have accounting, and you have sales. And you have to have all of them. You have to have production. You have to be good at it. You cannot just say, I'm bad at production. Well, you're bad at production, you're going to go out of business. I'm bad at marketing. You have to figure it out. If you say you're bad at sales, you're bad at accounting, let me tell you something. I know a lot of guys who's watching this right now who've been in business for quite a few years. And how do I know it? Because I talk to you daily. If I would call you right now and say, hey, I have this amazing lead, let's say president of Wells Fargo needs a roof. Can you go pitch him? Here's the deal. So many of you who have been in business for years don't have freaking solid business presentation. You suck at sales. I can put you in front of the best customers, and you will go there and you will not sell the job. You will shit your pants. You will sit around and you're like, because the guy is too big. Really? So you're telling me you're a good business owner, but you have weak sales game? That's your weakness. If your sales is your weakness, you have to work for the rest of the year just to perfect your sales. I was that guy. You know how many times, like in 2013 and 2014, I got 1,600 leads in 1 year. I was a good marketer. I was suck at sales. You know how much money it cost me? My closing rate was high, 70, 80%, because I'm a business owner. Business owners suck at sales, by the way. Here's what I was doing. I was going to the homeowners. I would run 5, 7, 8 appointments a day. I was leaving quotes. I did not know how to ask for sale. I did not know how to ask, hey, would you like to sign this contract today? It was my truly weakness. I wanted to educate people. You know how they say nice guys don't last? It's exactly right. Because nice guys, we don't care about us. We care too much about people, but we don't understand that people actually like to be sold. They like nice proposals. They like good offers. When you shop for a car, you don't want to be shopping for 60 days. You want a good sales rep who will sell you a good car and make you feel good about it, educate you, don't sell you a lemon, but you want to be sold. When you go to the dealership, you're not just wandering around. You go around, it's like, man, if guy comes out and he's like, do you like anything? No, I don't. Like, I'm still looking. Okay, good. Let me know. Bye. And he leaves. And you're like, really? No, I want a sales guy to come out and convince me why I need 2021 model, because I want 2021 model. I just need a few more reasons to get 2021 model. So when I come home and talk to my wife, I can justify the purchase. Like, baby, it makes perfect sense from tech standpoint, and you should listen to the sales guy. We like to be sold. But I was not that guy. I would go to the homeowners and I would meet them 3, 4 times, wasting my time. They were nickel and diming. I never know how to ask for sale. I never knew. Like, that was me. And then I realized, you know what? I'm not making money. I need to raise my prices. If I raise my prices, people are not going to buy from me. They're going to buy from someone else. And then I started reaching out. And I went and met Rodney Webb because I did my research. I'm like, who's the best sales coach? And Rodney Webb will tell you when you're stuck. He's the hardest sales coach you can find. But my problem was the sales. Your problem could be marketing. Maybe you're great at sales, but you hate marketing. I see those guys too. Oh, Dmitry, I don't understand the websites. I don't understand this Facebook. I don't understand Google ads. I don't want to do all of that. Well, fine. If you're good at sales, if you're good at production, but you're bad at marketing, where are the leads going to come from? How will people find you? Fix your holes. Work on your weakness. That's mental toughness. But here's what's happening. Guys will be good at 1 or 2 things. And because it makes you feel good about yourself, it's your ego, you're only going to do that. I'm good at marketing, I'm only going to do it. I'm good at sales, and it's your ego. You're not willing to work on your weakness. You're no different than the guy who just does chest every day because he has a high chest number. Here's what I'm telling you. If you're good at something, stop doing it and work on your weakness. You have to be, as a business owner, you have to be well-versed overall. And in business, if you neglect any of this, and I see a lot of guys neglecting administration, guys neglecting accounting, some guys neglecting sales, some production. Listen, in business, you cannot neglect anything, because sooner or later, that's going to be your pain point, and it'll cost you a lot. Because your production people, your crews will walk away from you because you never figured out production. Happens all the time. When you're good overall and disciplined company, if I go work for you, you might not be the best, by the way, one of the coolest thing about CrossFit is they don't have a host. Like CrossFit athlete will be good at gymnastics, powerlifting, a little bit of everything. Running, you don't have to be number one in anything. You have to be 80% good at everything. And if I would give you a lesson from CrossFit, business lesson, that would be the one. Now, if you're a bad runner, it'll cost you championship sometimes because you cannot lift heavy and not run well. In business, the same thing. You cannot be good at sales and not take care of your production. You don't have to be number one in everything. Your production can be a strong suit, your marketing, your sales, but the goal is to have it all. And the mental toughness affects us because when you did not figure out between your ears, you walk in your business and you have a major problem and it's your weakness. What you do is you quit because you never put the work in. If you ask a bodybuilder to run 3 miles, he's gonna quit. If you would add to their competition, say, now guys, you have to run, they're gonna quit. So many business owners, they hate hiring people, they hate scaling, they hate investing in their business, and then they throw towel because they never put the work and never work on weakness. It's just like, arm wrestling guy, never arm wrestle on the left side, only on the right hand, and this arm is like this, and this one is weak, and sooner or later it's gonna fall off. Well, when something falls off, you're out of the game. Let's go to comments. I want to know from you, what's your work-life balance looks like? How often do you burn out, and why do you think you burn out? I feel like you have to work constantly on your mental toughness, and when you work on something that you hate, you build it. Like you have to schedule it in your daily routine, 1 or 2 hour a day, maybe weekly, where you're gonna go and reconcile your books, maybe when you're gonna go and work on your subs in insurances, stuff that nobody sees, nobody wants, stuff that you will never post on the Facebook. It's not a check for $60,000 from the homeowner, but it's activity that will save you $120,000 a couple months from now if you do it. So happy. Let's talk about, this is gold. Hey, Francesco, good to see you guys. Jeremy says that my weakness is paperwork. I like marketing and sales, but getting me to go back to the office and do the legwork to write out an estimate is like pulling teeth. Well, Jeremy, here's what I'm going to answer to that. I see so many guys who are uber successful, $1, $2, $3 million, and I see guys who are doing 700,000. Guys who's doing a lot, they usually guys who love their paperwork, and the companies usually value them a lot and do everything for them. I remember Rodney Webb sharing a story. Rodney Webb was like this, and Rodney Webb would sell high tickets items, but he hated numbers. He literally hired girls working for him, would take them on appointments. He would go in house, sell, and come out, give them paperwork, and they would do sketches, put work on work orders and stuff like that. I don't know how you're gonna fix your problem, but I feel like having this discipline and maybe build it in your routine. When every day for 1 hour you just do the paperwork. We were blessed at Storm Group. My general manager, sales manager now, the guy I'm selling my business to, he was so good at making guys accountable. They knew if they don't do proper work on their paperwork, maps, contracts, agreements, collecting checks, stuff like that, measurements, accessory list, if they would not turn it in, the job would not go into production. So he would never approve it. So they have to work. So you have to make guys accountable, but guys start doing it. And now walk in any day in my office and you see 2, 3 guys just like doing the paperwork, doing activity. You have to learn to do activity. And that's the difference between good sales rep, super successful sales rep, and very average one. So great comment, thank you. Eric the Roofer says the repetitive motion makes me burn out. I agree with that. I hate it too. As a matter of fact, even in sports, the hardest movement, it's not like one that max rep. It's when you do the same workout. Like, for example, one of the hardest workouts, it's like every minute and a minute. But that's what I like about it. And I want to give you guys, for those who are not fit or maybe trying to get in the gym, here's how you break down what Eric Derufer said, like repetitive motion. Don't look at it as 100 reps. Don't look at it as 100 pieces of paper. One at a time. Like today, I have to deal with 9 titles, like trailer titles, stuff like that. I took care of 4 today. I'm going to take 5 next week. So, I didn't want to spend 4 hours at DMV. I'm going to spend 2 hours at DMV today and 2 hours next week. But here's what you do. At the CrossFit, we have workouts that call EMOM, every minute on a minute. When I tell people to do 100 burpees every day, they think I'm crazy and it's hard. Here's how you do it. What if I tell you that you can do it comfortably and you actually will start liking it? If you do 10 burpees in 1 minute, it'll take you about 20 to 30 seconds. So you have a clock and you do 10 burpees every minute and then you rest. So let's say you finish 20 seconds and you have 40 seconds to rest. When second minute starts, you drop again and you do 10. In the beginning, if you're completely out of shape, I would say start with the 5 burpees per minute. Almost anyone can do it. You do 5 burpees per minute. It'll take you 20 minutes to do 100 burpees. But man, you do that for 30 days, your posture is going to change. You're actually going to be fitter, because when you have to drop on the ground, this is actually the best exercise out of all the exercises. Ask any Navy SEAL. I mean, burpees are freaking awesome. So when you do 5 per minute for 20 minutes, and anybody can do 5, you break down in small enough, consumable, workable session. Yeah, after 10, 12 minutes, even 5 will be hard. You're sweating, but you're building that mental toughness. And I've seen it time and time again in the CrossFit, when guys with the tough mental health, mental toughness, they just win the competition because they can stay in that pain cave for long. I can do now 15 to 17 burpees per minute for 10 minutes. I can do 150 in 10 minutes. When I started, I was doing about 12. So I gained 4 reps per minute. That's just progression. When you start, by the way, the same goes for the paperwork, the same goes making videos. When I started making videos on consistent level, it would take me 2 weeks to prepare 1 video. Now I can do 2 videos a day. Repetition makes you perfect. You become better. You become more efficient. Just like burpees, you can make videos. You can do work orders. You can do sales. You can do appointments, anything. But you have to do it. Problem is, many people would not even do it. Randy says, Randy, love you, man. So many comments on every live. Appreciate your support, brother. My weakness is getting home and being motivated to handle quotes and paperwork after running a full day of managing production and crews. Doing repairs in between, handling sales and inspections. Here's my tip, Randy. Do it first thing in the morning. In the morning, you're fresh. I was watching Baz's interview recently. He said that most of his important meetings he scheduled for 10 o'clock in the morning. I do the same thing. My calls usually start at 11 o'clock. I wake up. First thing, I have to put workout in. And I remember when I was running Storm Group and my flooring business, I would get up 5 in the morning. Between 5 and 7, I would catch up on all my paperwork. I would do accounting. I would send invoices. I would send work orders and tasks to my guys. I would file permits if it was online. First 2 hours, nobody's bothering you. Your phone does not ring. Keep it on the silent. Maybe listen to some music, whatever. You have the most energy in the morning, and you will get most done. Honestly, I love my mornings. Afternoons are just catching up. Your team will see it. Like if you show up at work at 8 and they already have 3 emails from you, homeowners, probably like the hardest stuff, I always do first thing in the morning so I don't have to deal with it. At the end of the day, nobody has energy. At the end of the day, it's hard to work out. Now I work out twice a day. My best workout is still first thing in the morning. And then I do accessories work or running, cardio before I go to sleep. I put kids to sleep at 8 and I work for another hour. And that one last hour, it's always the hardest to make myself work. And a lot of times I skip. If I would skip, it will be like, oh, look, that never happened before. Jake Red Pill Snake gave us $10. Appreciate it, guys. It's the first donation. We didn't ask for it. We didn't even know it's possible. Guys, thank you. So Jake saying, Jeremy Olson, paperwork was my weakness too. I started doing estimates, upload photos in my truck at the appointment or right after in the parking lot, close to the appointment, more organized now. The thing about organization is, I would say this, keep your truck as clean as possible. Clean your workplace. When your desk is a mess, you never want to work on it. Just like, if your kitchen is a mess, you kind of, you don't want to clean it. But when it's clean, you always want to like paper in, paper out. So it helps you organize. Always clean your vehicles, always clean your desks. And that way you'll see the paperwork you need to work on. Clog absolutely, kills productivity. Steven Schneider said, it's hard to do videos this time of the year when the roofs are covered in snow. We were posting videos daily until winter hit. Steven, you can do education. You can do reactions to videos. You can do office whiteboard. You can teach people on insurance claims. There's so many videos you can make. You can make videos in your warehouse. You can do product reviews. You can go buy right now something on Amazon or Home Depot, Lowe's, and like we just did nails episode with Brent Simmons. I call him and dude, like I just need nail video. Like you don't need to be on the roof to make videos. So Steven, calling you out. Stop coming up with excuses. You can do videos in the wintertime. We do them. Time is everything. Steven says, my weakness is I'm too nice and put too much trust in people. I would argue that it's your strength. I don't think it's your weakness. What you have to do is you have to turn it around. And we used to play this game. I actually first heard about the game about one of the mentors of Angel Hicks, founder of Angels List. The guy was a keynote speaker at Angels List conference in 2014. And ever since, I love this game. Here's what he did. He said, anytime someone tells me they have a weakness, I play this game with them. If you tell me what your weakness is, I'm going to tell you how it's a strong suit. How's your strength? Like, for example, if you say, well, my weakness is, I'm Russian. I have accent. I'm going to tell you right away, that's not a weakness. You will be the first guy, maybe for that homeowner who showed up, who had accent. Maybe you're the only immigrant. Like, it's a plus. It's not a negative thing. So you need to understand that what you think is weakness for some people is strength, and it's all about perception, how you look at it. Like, you're too nice. How is that a weakness? I think it's good to be nice. Maybe you're the only nice roofer they're going to see. Maybe every other roofer is kind of rough around the edges, and you come in like nice guy. You just have to take it to your advantage, and you have to learn how to sell with it, and the rest is history. You will take it to your advantage because people like to hire nice guys. You just need to stop thinking about it as a weakness. Ignite the core. You just said to myself, what a shitty excuse. Building your roof in our garage tomorrow. All right. I want to see a video of that. Let me see other quotes here. I love curveballs. I want to know, guys, since we're talking a lot about fitness, especially if you're a man, what's your excuse not to exercise? Here's what I see. I see a lot of character in the gym. If you understand why you're not working out or what's your excuse not to work out, here's what usually happens. Usually guys want to work out and they have excuse not to work out, legit or shitty or lazy excuse, or they don't have a mental toughness. If you analyze, it's the same thing as a business. You want to be successful, you want to be number one, you want to look good as a business owner, but the same rules apply. The reason you cannot finish a workout, the reason you cannot make yourself to the gym is the same reason why you're neglecting the most important thing in the business. It's the same. If it's distraction, you cannot focus on a workout at the gym because your phone rings 24/7 and maybe you're addicted to Facebook. It's probably the same reason why the same Facebook that keeps you away from working out, the same Facebook will be keeping you away from doing your work orders at work. It's something that you want, but you don't have mental toughness capacity to finish it and to actually make yourself to work on it. You don't have mama and daddy anymore to wake you up in the morning and say, hey, son, you have to go and do it. You now, mama or dad, and you have to do it. And it's hard. Being an adult is hard. Running business is freaking tough. You have to do stuff that you hate. How do you do it? Well, you discipline. You build a discipline. And if I would give you a couple tips, guys, I would say, number one, just schedule it. The problem with the tough tasks for us or stuff that we hate, that as a business owner, two things happening. Number one, we eliminate people who makes us accountable. I'll just throw it out there. We eliminate them. If you have an employee who's smarter than you see him as a threat, you're going to fire him. You don't like to take crap from anyone. You run your own show and nobody can tell you anything. Well, surround yourself with people who will tell you the truth. Hire an accountant who will yell at you for not working on your paperwork. Like, we have accountant at Storm Group. We're afraid of her. She would put notes like, hey, if you don't freaking drop receipt here, you're getting down. I'm coming after your ass. And she does not care what your position in the company. She needs that receipt. That's kind of accounting you need. Not someone who kisses your ass. Someone who will make you do what you hate. The same goes for your mentors. So many guys hire these gurus, people who selling you your Instagram dream life. That's not what you need. You need a mentor who will wake you up and drag your ass to the gym in the morning and do the same for your paperwork later in the afternoon. That's the ideal mentor. So ask yourself why you're not doing what you really want to do and know what's good for you at the gym. And it's probably the same reason in the real life in business. Let's see if we have any more comments. I love being who I am. Helps me being transparent and honest. People love real people in business. I agree with you. Here's the problem with that. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy with who you are and you don't have problem and you work hard, you motivate yourself, you don't need to become someone you're not. Like, for example, I don't need to build $50 million. Like, nobody can shame me for staying small. Nobody can shame me for leaving money on the table. Nobody can shame me for being the cheapest guy. If I made a decision and to be the cheapest guy, to cap my company at $5 million, I don't care what people think. If I made a decision that I don't need a big bicep, I don't need to be number one, it's my decision. But the problem is, a lot of times people are not happy. Business owners are not happy, and they complain and they ask these questions like, and the reason I know, because they ask me those questions. Dmitry, I'm not successful. I can't figure it out. People sucks and this and that. Because when you open a business, you have this perception that business is easy, that money gonna flow, that people gonna just come work for you, and then after you could not find employee for 3 months. I see guys out there like just can't find good sales guys, can't find production manager, can't find crews. They're like, man, this is tough. Screw it. Well, don't give up that easy. I mean, who says it's going to be easy? You have to find a way how to become successful. And sometimes you have to sacrifice to do something that you love. Like, for example, I just recently watched a couple of interviews. We have big news in CrossFit sport. Matt Fraser retired. He has 5 gold medals, number one for the last 5 years. He just retired. Well, that guy absolutely dominated for the last couple of years. You know what kind of sacrifices he did? Not only he quit like alcohol and carbs and diet and all of that, the guy would not use steak knife when he eats steak so he doesn't accidentally cut his finger or just make a cut and it would affect his workout next day or next week. Because if you cut your finger, you cannot do 100 pull-ups or muscle-ups or whatever. You get the idea. I mean, are you willing not to use a knife, not to risk? You know what I mean? Like, you have to think, what's the goal and what are you going to... Some of you guys cannot sacrifice Netflix every night. Some of you cannot sacrifice YouTube or Pornhub or, Facebook Messenger or dating apps. You have to have it all. It doesn't happen like that. Great workout, great confidence. Absolutely agree, Andy. One day we need to work out with you, man. Stop ditching me when I come to Atlanta, man. Let's see if we have any questions here. I actually wrote down a couple of things while I was at DMV. My last note here is you have to, if you want to be mentally tough, you have to set up time not only to work and organize and discipline yourself, not only to work on what you hate, but you also have to reward yourself with the rest. I found myself, like, over the years, and this is probably the most important message today. We had 35 people. I really want to start finishing this podcast today, wherever it is live. I've been many times in my businesses absolutely burned out, like absolutely, like have moments where I did not want to go to work, did not want to see my employees. I just wanted to quit, like throw a towel, no more. I don't need this business. Wouldn't mind to go and work for someone else, selling, installing, did not matter. And what I realized that the main reason for that is because I never took time to rest. I never stopped and say, you know what, I'm not going to work this Saturday. I'm not going to work this Friday. So if you're workaholic, this is my biggest problem. I'm a workaholic. I'm always go to the right extreme. Like some guys, they go, like, there's laziness here where you want to work as less as possible to get paid as much as possible. I'm always been on the right side. I want to work harder than anyone. I did not care if I get paid more than anyone. I just wanted to do the work. I want to produce the results. It goes the same for the gym, for the personal life, for whatever, like hobbies. Always go to the extreme. The problem in the business, if you don't rest, sooner or later you're going to burn out. And that's the worst. Because when you're in the burnt out mode, you don't see straight anymore. You're suspicious. You don't trust people. You're not enjoying life. You're not enjoying your work. You're not enjoying business. Everything becomes negative. So make sure you plan ahead. And here's what we did over the years. I talked to my wife, and no more we discussed this. I just come every once in a while, and I try to schedule a trip every 3 months. I just tell my wife, if I need to go, I need to go. Like next week, I'm going to Orlando, and I'm bringing 5 guys with me. I need to go. I've been doing this. I've been burning out even recently. We're producing 2-3 videos per day. I'm selling my business. I'm building directory. I'm burning out. And when I need to go, I need to go. I'm like, baby, that's it. 2 nights, Orlando. It's work trip / relax. You have to take time to rest. Recently, one of the students reached out to me and said, Michi, I'm depressed. I don't know what to do. And I told him, I'm going to buy you a ticket tomorrow. At that time, I was going to Chicago. I said, I'm going to Chicago to have some fun with the guys at Sana. I want to put you on the plane. Please get in here. I'm paying for everything. He's a student of the school. I just want you to get out. He couldn't come, but he appreciated the offer. So the point is, if you're burning out, if you don't have mental toughness anymore, or wherever the hard work you're putting in and it's not enough, I need you to stop. I need you to leave your house, maybe your wife, and maybe don't drink. Don't go to extreme. Don't do drugs. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about meditation. I'm talking about travel, meeting friends, and just not to think about a job for a day or two. Every August for the last 4 years, I've been taking my entire family either on big RV trip, we did it 3 years, or major trip, like for 10 days, or it's the most I ever do. And the reason it's August, because I know now that in this August, coming August, I'm probably going to be burned out again. So you have to plan the rest, and something business owners don't do, especially if you're a workaholic like me. Don't think that rest is weak, or rest for athlete is as important as a workout. If you want your muscles to grow, you need to let them rest. If you want your business to grow, you need to let your employees to rest. There is a reason third restaurant in the country Chick-fil-A let all of their employees to be closed on Sundays and stay home with the family. There is a big reason for it. Entire franchise, unheard of in the business world. God says that you have to rest. 6 days work, 7 rest. You're not supposed to be working 7 days a week. I don't care how mentally tough you are or how mentally tough you think you are. You will burn out. The best athletes burn out. I recently was watching an interview with one of the famous, he's a silver medalist, Russian athlete and power lifter. And he said that sometimes you have that hole where you just don't. I actually had it this morning. I went to my gym and I couldn't work out. Just tried to do 3 sets of this, couldn't finish anything I started. Sometimes you're in that hole, you just can't move. You just can't do anything. It just doesn't go. Your body does not listen. Everything is sore. That's the time where you just sit, read the book, watch the movie, listen to the music, sit in a sauna. You just rest. And that's, my friend, also part of the mental toughness. Only mentally tough people know where to stop and know where not to do anything. If you don't know how to rest, if you feel like you have to go, I feel like going 24/7, 365 is stupid. I feel like you will burn out. And the toughest guys out there, they did that. Toughest athletes. The guy who will be on the podium is the guy who sleeps good at night, who eats well during the day, who has good relationships, who knows where to stop and recover. Make sure you recover too. Even in boxing, Dima says 80% is mental, only 20% is physical. I think boxing is more than anything. Yes, sir. Teddy Edlis, Tyson coach. So, guys, we're finishing up. If you have last comments, by the way, thank you for the $10. We appreciate stuff like that. When you subscribe to our school, when you send us a few dollars through Facebook, becomes top fan here and there. Here's the thing. Our overhead keep growing. You see the quality of the videos. You see what we do. Every support, like comments, dollars, purchases, conference. By the way, we're about to announce conference and speakers. You're going to be blown away what we're doing this year. Anyway, so when you do this, we appreciate you more than you know. It helps us to keep rolling because just like you, I'm a business owner. I have to be mentally tough. I have to work on myself every day. And stuff like this, when I see your effort, your payback to this community, it wakes us up, like my videographers, my graphic designers. We actually show your videos, your comments all the time, even private messages. So keep sharing your stories with us. It's always appreciated. Depends what flavor. I'm gonna see if we have any major comments here. Great teaching. Love the CrossFit analogy. I love CrossFit. CrossFit teach me so many things. So many things. For me, like when you start doing CrossFit, your mentality changes. And CrossFit is not about working super hard or max effort. In Navy, they say slow is fast, fast and slow. That's what you will learn in the CrossFit. It doesn't matter if your level, just keep moving, always finish workout, scale to the weight that you're comfortable with. You will see guy next to you lifting 300 pounds, deadlifting 400 times, and you here might be doing 100 pounds. Doesn't matter. You both are moving at 100 times. And support is incredible. Work ethic is incredible. They do it right. The best gym ever. I don't know if I would do anything else for the rest of my life. Mike says, looking for someone to write content script to start doing the video. Mike, reach out. I'll give you the video. Here's idea for the video. I don't know how many Google reviews you have. I would do, Mike, here's the script that I have for you. Do you have a sales guy or you're the sales guy? Ask yourself or write down last 10 questions your homeowner asks you. I don't care what kind of questions. Can I pay my insurance deductible? How much does the roof cost? Is this including? Are you going to do it? Wherever the questions are, write down 10 of them, make a video on one of them. Like if I'm your homeowner, Mike, and you came to my house to pitch me a roof, and I ask you a question, you're not going to tell me this. You're not going to say, like, I need to write someone content script to answer your question. No, you're a freaking business owner or whatever you do. Like, I don't know you personally, but you're going to answer that question. And you're probably going to spend 3 to 5 minutes on it. Guess what? I'm asking you this question. You turn on that camera and you answer it. And that's your next video. You don't need content. You don't need scripts. You just have to have a good idea that someone needs that answer, and you just have to answer it. That's how you do content, my friend. Marie says, and a Chick Galaxy always has long lines in Chick-fil-A, long line drive-through and inside. They don't miss a bit, and they rest. That's exactly right. So, guys, someone says here, drinking, lol, tell my wife. Drinking is your worst enemy when you have problems in business. The worst. Drinking will not help anything. I'm okay with drinking. I'm not judging guys who drink. I wouldn't mind have a beer or two with the good friends, but it has to be a good occasion. Drinking when you rest is one thing. Drinking when you're depressed is completely another. When you're depressed and you drink, you're gonna make things work. You're gonna destroy it. It's gonna put you even in deeper depression. You're not gonna help a problem. If anything, your problem is gonna get deeper. Drinking when you're resting on the other side can loosen you up, can help you. You know, you might have a aha moment. You actually might wake up. You actually might, it might help you. So I think drinking can be used as a medicine, but it also can be pretty bad poison. So stay away from drinking if you have a drinking problem. You guys know, if you've been at the conference, don't drink during the conference. If you have drinking problem, drink after the conference. The last one, Steven Schneider said, you don't need a script, just make a video as you're explaining it to your grandmother. At least that's what I think when I started a live video on our Facebook. I explained chimney flashing in the simplest way. My internet went down from ice here in case you not heard a thing, you answer me back out. All right, guys, we're going to finish it up. Stay mentally strong. If I can help you in any way, shape, or form, if you're in a school, do not hesitate to schedule a call if this is your topic. If you feel like you just suck, you just don't have what it takes to be successful in business, you're soft, I'll give you a push. I'll tell you how it is. You know, I'm good at that. Like, I don't care if you need motivation to go to the gym, to quit drinking, to, I don't know, like, what motivation do you need? I'm okay being motivational Nazi for you if that's what you need to hear today. Because here's what I see. Sometimes we're just not honest. We think that our Google reviews, our employees' issues, you know, all of that can be solved. If you're mentally tough, you will find answer to anything. If you have that mental business toughness, there's no problem you will not solve. On the other hand, if you're just softy, and you don't have motivation, you don't know how to discipline yourself, you don't know how to work on things that you hate, no matter what resource I put in front of you, no matter who I introduce you to, you know, I can tell you, hey, White House needs a roof, you know, can you go and do it? You will never figure it out. You don't have mental toughness to even apply for the paperwork for that. So if that's what you need to talk, I want you to call Amber, schedule a call today and say, Dmitry, I'm guilty. I need to talk to you. You know, how do I start? Where do I start? My life changed when I took my fitness, my health seriously, my relationships seriously, when I started looking at alcohol as a problem, not a solution. Technically speaking, it is a solution. But if that's the topic for you, I want you guys to reach out. So thank you, guys. See you next time. Keep commenting here. We'll be answering. And whoever sent us $10, that was nice of you. Jake, Red Pill Snake. Nice name, by the way, too. Thank you, guys. See you later.